What's up, Scrappy peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and this video was meant to come out this morning, but it's a little bit delayed. I'm sorry, perps. It's coming out tonight instead. Today we're jumping into some Project Life. This was a little day that we went to the reptile park. We used to have annual passes, and it was a great way to fill in the weekend with the kiddos. Or this was when Violet wasn't full-time at daycare, so quite often we would go. Same with Arch for if he had any time off school. It was a great little spot to hang out. But I'm starting off with this photo of Violet and a kangaroo. And I picked this green. It was funny, I accidentally flipped directly to this green paper, and it just worked perfectly because, you know, I always say we use the green when we do outside things because otherwise it doesn't get used. And the reptile park is a very outdoorsy place. So this tag was one that I made. Oh, my ATG is just being silly. This tag was one that I made last month on Patreon. I did a DIY and belly video, and I used a magazine cover as well as some of my printables to make some little tags. And I've been keeping them on my desk to try and use, because what happens if I make DIY embellishments, which I love doing, I often forget about them unless I put them on my desk and try to use them up within the next, month or two. I often forget they're there. So I am working my way through these. So you'll probably see a lot of these tags popping up during the Inkie June marathon. This little pack of stickers is from Stash World. I'm a member of their Patreon, and every month you get a little set of, they're kind of geared towards plannering, but I don't do pretty planning. I use them in my Project Life and in my journals and things. And they had, I know kangaroos aren't bees. I know that, but I feel like bees are outdoors, kangaroos are outdoors, thus they can be together on the outdoors leaf paper, because there's a lot of bees on that page and I'm going to have to use them up. Now, you'll be proud, peeps. Look at this. I try to make this white gel pen work. She's gone. She's going in the actual bin, so you won't see me suffering with that white gel pen anymore, which is great because it's been hanging around for a good, I would say, 8 weeks longer, possibly even longer than that, than it should have been. So then this card is done. Violet was so brave this day. Previously, when we went to the reptile park, she wouldn't go near the kangaroos and would sit on top of the picnic tables to avoid them. So the reptile park, I should tell you about it if you are not a local to Sydney or the Central Coast. The reptile park is like a mini zoo. They take in a lot of rescue wildlife, Australian animals, snakes, spiders, all the things, and they house them there. So there's a lot of, they took in a lot of koalas when we had the big bushfires, and there's a lot of animals there that can't be out in the wild. And their facilities are fantastic. They do a lot of venom. Now there is a proper name for it, but they take the venom from the spiders to make anti-venom from, and it's a great program. We used to have our school excursions there, and it's just a really interesting place for the kids. There's a lot of like wildlife breeding of at-risk species. So I think they've just started a whole, I don't know if it's frogs or they've just built a new section that I haven't seen. I've only seen once, but I think it's frogs or turtles. It's something that's at risk, and they're helping to breed more so that to keep the numbers, alive. But we went there. It was school holidays, I do believe, when this was on. And often in the school holidays, they do this special dinosaur exhibition, and they have these big dinosaur statues, and then here you can see the kids are right next to a kangaroo there, but they do this dinosaur section where they have real dinosaurs walking around, which is amazing for the children to go up and pat real dinosaurs. And they have a sand pit where they have dinosaur fossils buried, and the kids use dustpans to brush them away. However, the kangaroos do like to use that sand pit as their sleeping area, because there is the large grassed area where you eat your lunch. They have kangaroos just roaming wild, so you do have to be careful of your lunch. But it was nice to see how brave Violet was this time that we went. They have a special spider room, which is one of Archie's favourites, and I had this pack of pirate stickers that I recently got. I had some cute photos of the kids in pirate hats, and I thought I hadn't scrapped them yet, but it turns out I did. So now I've got these pirate stickers with nothing to use them for, but it had some spider webs, and I thought, hey, that's the perfect place to put them. So they have this spider room, and it has a ginormous redback spider, so like the size of a car, and it comes to life. And not this one. This one looks very fake. It's small, but you'll see in another photo. And Archie just can sit there for so long and watch this terrifying giant spider come to life. But because this page had, it had a lot of photos, so a lot of these, like these two, I just put a tiny little label and then kept the stars cohesive across the whole page. Here's a classic redback on the dunny. In Australia, if you ever use an outdoor toilet, you have to be careful that there's no little redbacks hiding in the toilets, or the dunny as we call it. And they have a little display where you can, take a photo with all of these giant fake redbacks there, which Arch finds hilarious. He wouldn't probably find it hilarious if he walked in on a real redback in the toilets, but luckily that's probably, hopefully, not going to happen. These stars were really the thing that was the same across the whole page, which was really good and easy. It's good to use just a really simple thing that you have a lot of to go across your whole Project Life spread to make it all look cohesive. So there's that one. And then, there it is. So there is the giant redback, and it comes alive, and like its fangs go up and it arcs up like it's about to bite you with its fangs. It's great fun. Probably not great for someone who has a phobia of spiders, but for other people, it's enjoyable. It is terrifying the first time it happens, though. So I love this little photo of Arch, all alone in this room, just sitting on the chair, because it only comes to life like every 2 minutes or 3 minutes or so. So he will often just sit there waiting for the next time that it arcs up. Adding a little bit of journaling here. I cut the label in half just because I didn't want to cut out too much of the photo there. I wanted to show that the spider was behind the fence. So I just put that, does it say favorite place or favorite? I think it says favorite moment. And that was definitely Archie's favorite moment here. Then I think we have one more card after this one, but I do have a dinosaur layout to do after this, and I would love to know if you have any dino themed collections that you love. What are they? Because I might need to purchase a dino themed page, because we do have 2 dinosaur lovers here, and I do have a lot of photos to go back and scrap that involve them. So if you have a favourite collection, let me know. So you can see here, this is the children in the sand pit, just a foot or 2 away from the sleeping kangaroo, with no fear at all. Kangaroos are lovely. You just can't get up in their space. So they were just hanging back there while the kangaroo was having a snooze, looking for fossils. This is when Arch was deep in his paleontologist era, so this was like a dream come true to him. Today he told me he wants to be a policeman and a ballerina, and I was like, you can do that. And he's like, I don't think I can be both. And I said, why not have one on the weekends? And he goes, that's a great idea. So watch out, world. The policeman ballerina is coming your way one day. So here's a little look at this page. I hope you've enjoyed it. There will be another video up tomorrow. I've just voice-overed that one over on Let's Get Inky. It's a bit of a different video, so please let me know if you like it. It's a throwback plus, like with a focus on something plus a process. But yes, let me know if you like it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.